So in lecture 11 we will discuss the Laplace transform property integration in time domain. Okay, and we will also discuss two questions. First we will discuss the property integration property in time domain. If there is a signal x of t and the transform is x of s, the ROC is represented by R, then there is a signal which is an integral of x of t. Okay, integral minus infinity to t x of tau d tau. If there is a signal in this form, that's the integral of the first signal. Laplace transform we can easily find out by simply multiplying or dividing with s. Okay, x of s by s, and ROC slightly will modify as the intersection of these two part. Okay, the original ROC and the original ROC plus real part of s greater than 0. Okay, the intersection will be the ROC. In integration property, an extra pole is added, okay, at s is equal to 0. So sometimes this pole will be cancelled with the numerator s, and otherwise there will be pole at s is equal to 0. That's a point you need to remember in integration property, and we'll see how we can use this property to solve the problem. So this is the first question: find the Laplace transform of step and ramp using integration property. So there's a relationship between impulse, ramp and step. Okay, so first we will take impulse signal. Okay, this is a signal del of t. Del of t, I can draw the waveform like this. The signal exists only when t is equal to 0 as a signal whose area is equal to 1. So this is the impulse signal. And step signal means the signal is defined as like this. Graphically you can draw this waveform. Okay, this is u of t, and the function value is 1 when t is greater than 0. So this is u of t, and the signal u of t we can obtain by integrating the signal del of t. Okay, del of t. Okay, if you integrate the signal del of t, you will get u of t. You can change the variable, but roughly you can write like this. Okay, and now we need to find or we need to use Laplace transform integration property to solve or to find the Laplace transform of u of t. So the Laplace transform of del of t is given by 1, and the ROC is all s, so entire s plane. So now there is a relationship between u of t and del of t. So as a derivative, so u of t can be find out by the integration property. So when there is an integral sign, I will replace that integral part by 1 by s. Okay, so we can write like this: 1 by s into 1, and there is an extra pole, so the ROC will be original signal plus real part of sigma greater than 0. Okay, or real part of s greater than 0. So del of t exists for all s, but u of t exists when sigma greater than 0. Okay, so if you, in the first case it's all s, and second case it's sigma greater than 0. So if you combine these two signal, the intersection will be sigma greater than 0. So this is about step signal. Now we'll move to the next one, how we can calculate the ramp. Okay, so if you know the step signal, this is t, and this is u of t. U of t signal is equal to 1 for t greater than 0, and r of t, the ramp signal, will be like this: t, and the function magnitude is t. means if it is 0 0, if it is 1 the function magnitude is 1, the function magnitude is 2, it's 2, etc. Okay, this is a ramp signal. So r of t is equal to t for t greater than 0 and 0 for t less than 0. And again there is a relation. If you integrate u of t, you will get r of t, that is a ramp signal. So we know the transform of u of t, which is equal to 1 by s and sigma greater than 0, and the transform, sorry, this is a Laplace transform of the signal. So if there is a ramp signal, which is actually the integral of step signal, so you can write 1 by s and the original transform, that is 1 by s. Here this integration is replaced by 1 by s and the transform of u of t is 1 by s, so we'll get 1 by s, 1 by s. And here also is sigma greater than 0, so you can write the answer will be like 1 by s square and sigma greater than 0. So this will be the ROC. So this is sigma, this is the j omega axis, and ROC is sigma greater than 0. So this is a 0 value and this is the ROC. Okay, now we'll do one more question, which is a circuit level question. Find the transfer function of an RC integrator. Okay, so I will represent some, this is an R and here it is C. So output is taken across these 2 points, so I can write y of t as the output voltage, and input voltage you can represent as x of t. Okay, and the current flowing through the circuit, let it be I of t, and the transform of x of t I will represent as x of s, and the transform of y of t can be written as y of s, and the transform of I of t can be written as I of s. So first I can write the loop equation. So I of t is the current, so I of t or x of t input voltage is equal to I of t into R plus 1 by C, voltage across the capacitor is 1 by C integral I of t dt. Okay, I dt. So this is x of t input voltage, and output voltage y of t can be written as 1 by C integral I of t dt. So I of t is the current and this is the capacitor, the voltage across the capacitor is 1 by C I of t dt. Okay, so now I can take the Laplace transform of this particular equation. Okay, so x of t I can replace with x of s, and I of t I can replace with I of s, and into R is a constant, 1 by C integral I can replace with 1 by s I of t I of s. Okay, so we got one equation and another one y of s. Okay, here I can write y of s also. Y of s is equal to 1 by C 1 by s I of s. So if you take the Laplace transform the second equation, then transfer function means we need to find the ratio y of s by x of s. So if you write this, you will get 1 by cs the numerator and r plus 1 by sc in the denominator. I of s cancel. So if you rearrange, you will get 1 by 1 plus r sc. Okay, so this is the transfer function of the RC integrator. Okay, so this way you can use this integration properties to solve the problems. Okay, thank you.